Hey there, Iron Man and Avengers fans, this is Wesatron. Today we're going to be taking a look at NECA's quarter-scale Avengers Iron Man figure. This would be Mark VII, I guess, although I don't see that on the box. It might be on here somewhere. It just says Iron Man. This figure has been out for a little while, but I've had it sitting in my pile of loot because it is so large. It's a lot cheaper to ship when you have lots of things to ship. So, the quarter scale line is 18 inches roughly in size, and you see the box here is just absolutely enormous. I mean, like, here's a 6-inch Batman figure next to it. This is a huge, huge box, which is why my setup is a little different here, and you can see all my extra crap around here. But the box is designed to look like the chassis of Iron Man. All those great red and gold details. On the back, we've got his bio and the creative team. Zoom in. Anything you want to check out there? Yeah, there it is. Mark VII. Alright. The creative team, Falk, of course. Sculpt, yeah. Kyle Wondrix, Jason Fraley, Trevor Zammit, Chris Gorich, sorry. David Silva, John Wardell, Jeffrey Trapp, Adam Smith, Chris Longo. These are names that you should be familiar with by now if you've been watching this channel, because these guys do a lot of really stellar work for NECA. So very excited to have this guy. I've been wanting to see how NECA handles the other Marvel figures in the property. We did Captain America a while back, so let's get them out and see what he's like. And we have Iron Man out of packaging here, and you can see that NECA has done a great job recreating every little detail in this suit. The paint job is outstanding. There are a few scuffs here and there, but for the most part, everything is very well painted and very accurate. I really, really like the look of this guy. You can see in the red that it's not just the silver with red gloss that you often see. There's actually a metallic kind of fleck to it, almost like car paint. So it looks very good. Same with the gold. You see that? Very, very cool stuff. This guy looks incredible, just amazing. Now, many of you will probably know, sorry about my finger there, that he does have light up features, if I can find them. There's the eyes. On the back, we've also got a switch for the chest, if I can activate it. Let's see here. There we go, just a little black button here. Just pop it over. And there we have Iron Man all lit up. And if I turn off the lights, you can see that better. Remember that these are very bright lights, so in a regularly lit room like this, you'd see how bright it really is. And it looks fantastic. Looks really, really cool. So that is the kind of standard lights for him. He also comes on each hand. He has got an additional switch. That is his repulsor. Again, I should probably turn the lights off so you can see that better. The repulsors are orange as opposed to blue. I don't know if they did that because they wanted to go with the jet effect where he kind of controls himself with the thrusters out of his hands or what, but hey man, it works. It's not perfect. You know, everybody wanted blue or white, but you know, you get what you get. So I'm cool with it. So those are already come with batteries installed. There we go. So very easy to turn on and off. You might need fingernails for the one on the back of the chest, but everything else is pretty easy. Now it does not include this doll stand. This doll stand I got at Hobby Lobby for about $3. And that's just because while his articulation is aplenty, it's not 100% useful. So we pull back for a second and we will take a look at articulation. Okay, for articulation, we have a ball-jointed head. Very nice rotation there. Another ball-jointed neck. The range on that is very limited and seems to be kind of stuck here and there. It's more like a swivel. Like, you can't use it to push his head up any higher like a flying pose. So that's pretty much the range you've got on the head. So a little unfortunate there. Everybody wants to be able to put Iron Man's head back, but, you know, that's part of it. We've got double hinged shoulder pads here, so they can move up and out like that, just to get kind of out of the way of the articulation. Hopefully that's able to be seen there. They are glued as separate pieces, and this one did pop out early on, so I had to re-glue it back into place. But it wasn't a huge problem. It didn't break permanently or anything, but it is something to watch out for. We've got swivel hinges in the shoulders, so the arms will go all the way around. You can see they're kind of ratcheted, click, click, click type of deal. Same thing going out to the side. Very tight that, so you got to be careful. You don't want to force anything and then end up breaking it. But you see it's got a pretty nice range of motion there. We've got swivels in the biceps. Got double hinged elbows. So they don't get a perfect, double hinge there, but they do add for more than 90 degrees, or allow for more than 90 degrees of motion. We've got ball jointed wrists, which are swappable, so you can pull either of these off. You can see he came with two of these types of hands, which are the repulsor hands. I guess I can put it out here so you can see it a little better. And you can swap them out with the fists, which are also included. So I've got a fist on here and an open hand here. So that's very easy to do. We've got a ball-jointed mid-torso and a ball-jointed waist, near as I can tell. The waist seems to be giving me more trouble than any other joint, in that it feels like there's a ball joint, but I can't guarantee it because he's got just the tiniest bit of motion there. Like, it's so hard to even feel anything moving at all. I can feel that there's a peg there, but it's not moving. And it's not like I can easily blow dry this guy or dip him in boiling water because he is so massive. So I can't speak 100% on this, but I'm thinking it's a ball joint. The ball joint in the chest really is only allowing for left and right motion, and only a little bit at that. There's forward and back, but it's not staying, so I think I'm just moving the peg back and forth. So that's a bit of a shame there. Swivel hinges in the hips. This is a rubberized diaper, just like the aliens, Marines have, or the aliens themselves, or Dutch. So we've got ratcheted hips. Go forward about that far. And are blocked going back because of the diaper. Hopefully that's on camera because I'm having trouble seeing. And then they ratchet, you can hear that, out to the side very far. No problems with the outward motion. So that's good. We've got swivels in the tops of the thighs here. Very nice range there. Double hinge knees. So first point gets you 90 degrees. Second point goes all the way back, which is very, very nice. Very cool. We have got... these are very tight joints. And actually the one on his right leg, I haven't actually gotten the top one to move yet. I've tried it several times, but it's just not moving yet. Let me pull his stand off for a second. We've got flaps on the ankles, so these can move up and down to allow for ankle movement. You can see on the front and back. So they just move up and down like that. And while technically there are ball jointed ankles, they don't actually work as ball joints. They're much more like swivels, kind of like the Captain America figure. So you can get left and right motion, but almost no forward and back. It's not even worth trying. So hinged toes can go down and up, which hopefully you can see that. I don't know. There we go. You can see that one. Down and up like that. So that can help a little bit with balancing. And on the back, the last joints we have are his flaps. So you can see he can stand a little bit on his own if you position his legs just right. But you have to nail them, and I'm just too afraid that this thing's going to fall and break. Because more than Captain America, this one does feel a bit more fragile. But he's got the flaps. So we've got, I guess they're drag flaps maybe? I don't know what you call them. They go up on the shoulders there, the silver ones, and then that whole part, that whole apparatus, clicks up, just like that, and then these lower parts also click up. So, just like that. Very, very cool, just like in the movie, you know. Very nice. Yeah, so articulation, like I said, he's got a lot of it. but it's not all 100% useful just because he is hard to balance. The waist and torso are kind of useless on mine. They don't do much movement at all. The neck, the lower joint on the neck doesn't seem to have much range, at least on mine. And the feet have almost no range. So, yeah, I paid $85 for this guy. I would say for $85, he's still a solid buy. Excellent paint job, excellent sculpt, very cool light-up feature. There you go, so you can get a better look at him. There's a lot to like about this figure. I really like the light-up feature, especially. He's going to look great in, you know, the display, and great alongside Captain America and everything. The biggest problem is just the articulation isn't what it should be. So for $85, still a good price. Once you start getting up into like 130, 150 that some people are charging, like you're getting far enough where you might just want to go for a Hot Toys. I hate to recommend spending, you know, $300 or $400 on something that you're just going to display and probably not move a whole lot. But as far as this guy goes, the higher end, I just don't know that he's articulate enough to warrant that kind of cash. But again, that's always up to you. I could say going up to about 100 would be pretty safe on this guy. Pretty cool figure for $100. You get the excellent paint job, loads of articulation, even if it's not 100% useful. You get the extra hands that come in the set, which, by the way, the fisted hands do not light up. They're just painted on there, whereas these have you can see the open palm there. And the light just shines through there because this is actually clear plastic. So, yeah, for $100 or less, this is a great action figure. I'd recommend it. When I was seeing him at the show, he was about $100 at Fandom Fest here in Louisville a while back. He was about $100. If you can find him for that, definitely a cool figure to try and grab. There, you see that cool light-up feature again. Yeah, cool figure. Regardless of the issues he's got, he still looks fantastic. I mean, when you get him next to Captain America, whose stand is falling apart, you can see these guys are just going to make a really, really impressive display once Thor and potentially Hulk come out. So, very, very cool stuff there. And he is taller. Well, no, Captain America is still a little bit taller than him, just by a hair. But yeah, cool action figure. I'd pick it up if you can get it for less than $100. That's just my opinion. Yeah, if you have any questions or comments about this guy, hit me up. I'll be glad to answer anything. I'm sorry this is a later review, but this was sitting in my pile of loot, so he's been gathering dust for, I guess, a couple months now. But yeah, cool action figure. Pick him up if you get the chance. But don't go crazy with the cost on these. Don't forget that there's a battle damage version that's coming out, I think, sometime in the fall, that will have a Tony Stark head, and it looks great. Or at least it did at SDCC. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. That's all. I'll talk to you later. Thanks.